Welcome back to Couch Talks, the #1 podcast in Bergenfield. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we have a new guest, Isabella Cardona. Isabella, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
And then intro.
I feel like I'm stable. Why I'm always stable. I need to be cradled. Tell me I'm amazing. Like even when I'm wasting, treat me like a patient. I got no ambition. Unless I'm feeling lifted. Drifting, second overboarding. I'm so sick of floating. At least I'm sinking right beside you. See, there's no one like you. It's not an obsession. I just need to find
I'll check it in post. It's going to be great. I make everything look amazing because I'm a wizard.
He's a wizard.
Thank you.
Ryan's a wizard.
What? Why are you whispering? All right. Angel numbers. Educate me.
So, you know how everyone says, like, the angel numbers are the 3 consecutive numbers, right, that you see everywhere?
Yeah.
So, basically, it's your spiritual guides trying to send you a message. Your angels. They can be literal angels or, like, the people that are trying to look over you from above. So, each number has, like, significance. Like, the first one is intuition. The second one is alliance, like alignment. The third one is support. For example, the fourth one is like protectiveness, protection. The fifth one is change. The sixth one is reflection.
When you're saying this, you're talking about like the actual numbers 1,
The
2, 3,
number,
4,
like
5.
if you see 555, right? 5 is for change. That's your spiritual guides trying to explain to you that there's going to be change coming to your life.
Oh, okay.
If you see 1, it's your spiritual guides trying to tell you that your intuition, that gut feeling that you are not listening to, is right.
And this is real.
I say it's real.
Do I want to believe it's real? Yes.
So it's the
Is it
same thing
real?
with
I
like
don't know.
astrology, right?
Okay.
So astrology was rejected by the scientific community.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense.
Exactly. A lot of people say that it doesn't make sense. But the thing with astrology is that they say that people turn to astrology because they're looking for narratives to explain/predict their past, their futures, and their present. Well, their past, present, futures.
But like, okay, so like, astrology is technically like the signs and everything. Like, oh, I'm a Cancer, Aries,
Yeah.
all of that. So do you think it's just a coincidence that people act like their sign says they do?
I don't think that's like 100% real.
What?
Like, oh, you're an Aries, you're supposed to be like have a bad attitude and stuff.
Right.
Like, no, I'm an Aries and I don't have a terrible attitude.
Are there like different characteristics of an
Yeah.
Aries, or all of them the same?
There's different characteristics. Like, there's different people that belong to the different astrology signs, if that makes sense. So basically, each astrology sign, like I was explaining to you before, has like a sun sign, a rising sign, and then a moon sign. So your sun sign is like your core, is like your identity, your role in your life. It's your whole being. And then your moon sign is your emotional status, like your moods, the way that you react to things that happen to you and how you react to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then your rising sign is how you perceive yourself to the world, how you act, how you make yourself look. Do you get it?
I do, but I don't understand how that pertains to any single person. Like, I don't get how like you can look at the sky and go, oh, this guy's an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Look at... What do you mean?
Like, okay, this is probably dumb, but like, how do you look at the sky?
At the sky.
That's where astrology is. Am I wrong?
Sure.
Isn't astrology like the study of the sky?
Yeah, it's the planets and the stars in a combination. That's why it's called the constellations. That's how constellations are being brought in. That's how constellations come into astrology.
Constellations
Like, you
are
know
the
how
stars,
astrology...
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know how every astrology sign has your own constellation?
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know how it said that astrologies have like planets and houses? Each...
What?
You don't know that?
No, I don't know anything
So
about
there's like
this.
12 houses.
What houses?
Each...
What are you talking about?
So there's 12 houses, like different houses for different things. Like, I think the 5th house or the 2nd house
What is a
belongs
house?
to... It's not a literal house. It's more like categories. They call them houses. It's a category.
Okay.
Do you get it?
I'm trying.
Okay, so like it's like I think it's the 7th, the 5th, or the 2nd house, for example. It belongs to finances. And then Jupiter is the planet of luck. So if you have Jupiter in your 5th house, then you're going to have luck with your finances throughout your life.
You have Jupiter. I'm confused.
Jupiter, so each planet means something too.
All right, so if I'm being honest, you sound crazy.
Ryan Alberto.
What?
Someone educate Ryan Alberto.
Please. I mean, you're trying, but you sound crazy. You're telling me
And that's
Jupiter
okay.
has a house
Yes.
and finance? Like, what are you talking about?
That's the whole thing. Once you get more into astrology, you learn about houses and planets and things like that. Do you know what
I'm trying to
Okay, so there's
understand.
this app. For those who don't know, it's called CoStar. A lot of people use it. It's what I use.
CoStar, there's different apps for that, right?
No, like CoStar is the app for your astrology.
Shout out to them.
CoStar.
Sponsor.
So literally to know your houses and like your birth chart, that's what it's called, a birth chart. You have to know the exact place where you were born and the exact time. You like put it in to know your sun sign. Well, your sun sign, the moon sign, the rising sign, and then your houses, and then the planets within your house.
Oh man, there's
It's
just
so
two.
complicated.
And where did you learn all of this from? Like, what sparked your interest in this?
I've always been into astrology, so I've always been like, oh, I'm an Aries since I was a little girl. Like my stone is a diamond, right? But my favorite stone is an amethyst, and that's my little brother's stone.
Is it because?
So you know how the crystals, the whole crystal thing that was in?
Oh no.
I've been into crystals since I was a little girl. I have a huge piece of rose quartz that I got from Colombia. Like it's huge. In my room, I have a huge
that a rose quartz?
amethyst. Which one? What?
Over there on the table. Hold on. Maybe I'm just bugging. Is this a rose quartz? Or no?
Yeah.
It is?
Yes.
No way.
So mine is bigger than this.
What the?
Mine is literally
That's
bigger
huge.
than this. And this is like real stone.
And that's a rose quartz.
Yeah, this is rose quartz.
So that's your birthstone?
So, no. My birthstone is a diamond.
So what did rose quartz come into play?
So those are just different. Okay.
For good luck.
We're going to have the rose quartz.
So I had a
right
rose
here.
quartz actually, like just chilling in the studio for some reason.
And we're going to put it right here in the middle.
Yeah,
Is that
sponsored by Rose Quartz.
Literally. So, for example, you know how everybody got into it like over quarantine?
Yeah, all the girls clicking
Literally.
their crystals like this.
So that comes all with like the spiritual guides. It all comes together to the same thing. Like your angel numbers, astrology, and like the whole crystals. Like this, like rose quartz is for love.
Okay.
Prosperity and love.
Steven
right?
Universe. Sorry.
Literally.
Have you watched that?
I've
Sorry.
watched like the first couple of episodes.
Oh yeah,
But I didn't really get into it.
Rose Quartz.
Like
Sorry, anyways,
amethyst,
yeah.
like each astrology have different like flowers. You have different crystals. You have different everything.
And this all ties into like angel numbers somehow?
No,
they're
astrology.
they're all a part of like astrology.
Astrology.
So it kind of
It's
like half
it's a
science.
really
though.
big thing. Like you have to really educate yourself.
And how long have you been? So you said you were into this since you
No,
were
like a
younger.
little girl, but not as much as now. Like I don't know the whole houses or the planets because I feel like that's just like if you're
Real scientist.
really like
Nerdy.
are bored.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
you read books.
He thinks you're hating on it. You
I
just
am
haven't-
hating on it
I say
because
that you
books
just
are
haven't-
boring.
No, I just think that you haven't found the right book.
Or maybe books are just boring.
You
I don't
just haven't
understand.
found the right book.
You're literally sitting down and looking at paper for hours and hours on end, and you're telling me that's.
I was telling him
entertaining.
earlier how I download my books now onto
That's
my.
crazy.
He was like
That's even
audiobooks,
worse.
and I was like, no, I download the literal book and I scroll through it.
Why don't just scroll through Instagram or like I don't know, go outside? I don't like. Why are you on a book on your
Because
phone?
why
It's even
not?
worse.
I mean,
just-
it's not like a weird thing. It's just like
It is a weird thing.
No,
I'm
when you
telling
find
it's
the
a weird
right book, like you will actually want to read it. Like it.
I've read a book before. I know they're
I
interesting.
mean, I bet you have, but
That was passive aggressive.
no, it wasn't. He's been calling me passive aggressive since
She
I
is
got
passive
here.
aggressive, very passive. Before we turned on the camera, she was just like saying really mean things.
That is
but, like,
such
saying
a
it really
lie.
nice. I'm just joking. No, seriously, books are really boring. I just don't understand how you could sit there and read. I think an audiobook is acceptable.
Oh, books.
Books, right? Super boring.
You said that they were super boring,
They are.
but I feel like you just have to find the right book in order to enjoy them.
I'll agree, but I still think books in general are just not it, man. Not it.
Whatever.
All right.
So what are you into?
Podcasts and videos and film creation and making people happy. That's what I'm into.
How did you even get into podcasts?
Well, I love
Like, when did you decide that you wanted to do a podcast?
last year.
How?
Because you know Logan Paul,
Yeah.
he has a podcast, Impulsive. I always watched it. I literally been watching since the first episode. I literally watched the day the first episode came out. I've been watching ever since. And ever since he started, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I want to do it. But I never had, the equipment. I never had anything to actually do it. And then I finally got
Oh, so you got the equipment like before.
Yeah, I've had this equipment
Guys, this
forever.
room is like so cool.
Thank you. But it's like, I don't know. It was kind of like a long process. First, it was just like, oh, I'm going to just do it for fun, see how it works. And that's why I did it upstairs. Oh, you haven't seen upstairs, but I did it on the couch upstairs.
I know the first couple episodes, right? The first
Yeah.
few episodes.
That wasn't here. That was upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
In your living room, right?
yeah. How do you know?
Because I watched them.
Oh, an assumption. It was upstairs, and it was kind of just something I liked doing. I wanted to try it out, see if it would work. And then a lot of people liked it. A lot of people said it was cool. I got a lot of DMs, or just people swiping up on the video or things like that. People text me saying, oh my God, I love it. I think you're a great host, all this stuff. And that really boosted my confidence in doing it. So then I told my parents about it. They looked into it. And then this was like a storage room. And then we kind of revamped it into this. And then ever since I've been taking off.
I think it's pretty cool. Wait, actually, since we're getting into this whole thing,
What?
can we
Wow.
touch base?
No, not yet.
Yes.
No.
No, please. I think this is the perfect thing.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, we're going to... Actually, no, later on. We'll do it later on.
Oh, you baited them.
No, we'll do it later on. Hold
okay.
up.
Okay, cool. Mermaids.
Are they real?
No, they're not real.
You don't believe in mermaids?
No, I'm
wait.
dead serious. No, I'm not even joking. Mermaids, it's actually been proven that they do not exist.
How have they not been proven? Give me
Because-
facts.
I'll give you a fact right now.
Give me it.
Fact? I said
Facts.
fact. I don't even know. All right, so actually, I forgot what exactly they were called. I think it was sea lions. That sailors back in the day, they actually just kept seeing sea lions. I could be wrong. Or manatees, I think it was. They kept seeing manatees. Manatees, the end of their tail looks exactly like mermaids. And sailors back then, they're not advanced. They don't have any sort of internet, anything like that. So they would see their fins in the water and they look
Okay.
human-like underwater because you can't really see them that
Of
good.
course.
And they saw their tails and they were like, okay, yeah, that's a mermaid. They came up with that. It was a myth. They're not real at all.
So have you ever heard the tale of how the evolution became?
Yes,
Of us.
but that's not how it worked. We came from land. Well, we came from the water. Whoa! I'll change that. We came from.
Hold up.
We
From
evolved
where?
from land. But we.
Okay, wait. Can I say my thing first?
Go ahead.
So my thing is, I watched when I was really young. I feel like that's why it stuck with me for so long. So you know how they say that we come from apes?
Yeah, that's exactly where we do come from. It's proven.
And,
Don't
well,
try to
obviously,
say
I
some-
believe in
don't
that.
try to say some weird
No,
stuff
I
now.
believe in that. I believe we come from apes. But they have said there was on this island, right? There was this volcano that exploded. I'm so serious. I was really young. Don't ask me where I got this from. I saw this in a YouTube video.
Okay.
Shout out to YouTube. Literally, apes had to go into the water to save themselves from the volcano, or else they were gonna die. Their skin, they were starting to evolution. They were starting to
Evolve.
evolve. There you
Yeah.
go. They were starting to evolve into the human body.
Okay.
But once they got into the water, that stopped. They were able to breathe longer underwater because, they're apes. A lot of animals that aren't water animals can do that. What?
I'm about to prove your entire thing wrong.
How?
But first question. So
I probably
no.
do.
It makes sense. It makes
does
sense.
make sense. No,
but
wait.
it doesn't
Can
for
I
one
finish
key
my
factor.
thing then?
Go ahead.
Can I finish my thing then?
Go ahead.
So once they got into the water, instead of evolving into regular human bodies and human beings, their bodies adapted to the water environment that they were in.
But just because of one volcano.
No, they're like on that island. You get it? There was this island. There was this volcano. Don't ask me any other specific
Okay.
details because I was really young. I don't even remember where I got it from. It was a YouTube video. And there was this island with a volcano. The volcano started to erupt. There were these apes. And to save themselves, they jumped into the water. And their bodies, instead of evolving into the human bodies and into human beings, their bodies adapted into the water environment that they were in.
Okay, I'm gonna
Becoming
prove your entire thing
mermaids.
wrong. Listen, that's not how evolution works.
How?
Because evolution doesn't happen within one individual's lifetime frame. Shout out to Mr. Padilla. He taught me everything I know.
I have him right now.
I have him
actually,
right now,
hopefully
too.
he can't see this because then he's gonna.
You know, I'm actually gonna try to bring him on the podcast. Like, it's actually
That
like
would
a whole
actually be
thing.
super cool.
Yeah, I'm working that out with logistics and everything. But
I
it'll be
love
something
Mr.
cool.
Padilla.
Yeah, he's the guy. But anyways, that's not how evolution works.
Okay.
Evolution doesn't happen within one individual's lifetime. So, like, if there was per se a volcano and these what you said, apes or
They
whatever
were
it is,
apes.
they jump into the water, they all would have died. They wouldn't have evolved at all. Evolution takes hundreds of thousands of years. So, like, for them to jump in the water, they all would have just died. That species would have died.
Okay, he's trying to prove to me that mermaids aren't real, but I'm still gonna stay.
But I'm
with
telling
the fact
you,
that mermaids are real.
if that's where your theory comes from, it doesn't make
They
any
are real.
sense.
People
They're
have
not real.
spotted them. I don't care.
Yeah,
They're not sea lions.
sailors.
They're not sea
thousands
lions.
of years ago
Now?
because they
Now?
were manatees.
How about now? How about
How
people
about now?
spotting them now?
Has anybody have a picture of a mermaid?
There
that
are
isn't Photoshop?
videos.
Yeah, that isn't some way, shape, or form edited.
You just really don't believe in mermaids.
Yeah, because it's impossible.
I believe in them.
I don't.
I do.
Well, they're not real.
For everyone that does believe in mermaids, you guys rock.
Well, I
and
mean,
those
look,
who don't, like
listen,
Ryan.
they're not real. It's been proven that they're manatees or any. Like, it's a Rennie.
I don't think
fact.
they're manatees.
It's like Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I don't know. I've never given it the thought.
Well, he's also not real too.
You think so?
I know so.
Wait, you know, like the skin crawlers?
Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
Of course I believe in that. Skin crawlers, wait, skin crawlers are like technically like a form of alien, right?
And
God.
they could take the shape of another person.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the theories and like the
I
TikTok
have.
videos and those are
course.
scary. There was one time I saw a TikTok video where I couldn't sleep that night. I got really scared.
Do you know about Skinwalker Ranch?
What is that?
It's literally where they came from. It's basically where like they say where it started. I've heard this on Joe Rogan. He bring on the guy that owns Skinwalker Ranch, and it's like there's been the most sightings, most weird things with all that kind of stuff happening there.
Literally, I get chills just thinking about it.
It's weird. Yeah, I mean,
There are videos where
theoretically-
there are people like running through the forest because their friend like disappeared, and they hear that person yelling for help. Cause you know how they can take the voice or the shape of them and they kill you. Are we thinking
kind
about?
of. Are we thinking about the same thing?
Are we thinking about the same
I
thing?
don't know.
What are skin crawlers?
Skin crawlers to me are like alien, humanoid, weird things.
And they
I don't know about
and they're
shape-shifting.
black thing. Yes. Are shapeshifters not the same thing?
Shape shifting is like
The
you, like,
shapeshifters.
Yeah, you like shape.
No,
It's
I
like-
know what shapeshifters are, but aren't those skin crawlers too?
I don't know. I didn't know about that. We could fact check that. We'll take.
Okay, so he looked it up.
They are shapeshifters apparently, but I'm not that good with the internet, so I could be wrong. I'm just joking. Anyways, so they are shapeshifters.
And they take the shape and they take the voice to try to lure you in.
So they don't just necessarily live among us.
I think they do.
Do you think aliens just in general live among us?
Yes, I think they are real.
100%. I think if you don't think
Exactly.
aliens are real, you're actually
Yeah, because how are
moron.
we going to be the only ones?
Exactly.
Do you believe in parallel universes?
I do. I believe in the multiverse theory,
Which is?
which is that, I mean, the multiverse and parallel universe is the same thing as a multiverse. That basically, there's basically like a million Earths
And
just in parallel
Versions?
universe, huh?
and versions?
Yeah, like me, I kind of talked about this a little bit on another podcast, but it's basically like a multiverse. The new planets are created every single time you make a decision where you have a decision. So let's say this decision right now.
That goes both ways?
Yes.
Like if you didn't make that decision, that there's
the
another
multiverse is that you did make that decision.
Oh, wow.
So it keeps spreading out, and that's why there's billions and millions and all these.
So it's like the
things.
parallel universes.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's the same
yeah,
thing.
all right. I
So, yeah.
definitely believe in those. I feel like there's a million other me's.
Yeah. And it kind of goes into the it's like I think it's called the immortal conscious theory, where basically when you sleep and you have these weird dreams of you like
Oh,
you being in
wait.
fantasies.
Wait. They say that when you sleep, your mind goes to a different.
Exactly. Immortal conscious theory.
Yeah. I actually have heard of that, and I believe in that 100%.
100%.
That whenever you don't remember something, whenever you think that you don't have a dream, it's because your mind went to that universe. That it's like a
Wait, what?
spiritual thing. So we may not be talking about the same thing, but you know
think
how
we
you
are.
dream,
Yes.
and then there are nights where you're like, oh, I didn't dream.
Right.
It's when your mind goes to a different place.
So it's not when you dream, it's when you don't dream?
It's when you don't dream. You don't remember it because your mind doesn't want you remembering it.
Because wait, you physically went to somewhere else, or your mind
No,
went
your
somewhere
mind,
else?
you're conscious.
Traveled to another body.
No, not to another body. It's more like a spiritual thing. You know what you were just explaining on how your mind... Explain what you were going to explain.
The immortal conscious theory is basically where, you know, like kind of when you feel like you're gonna die, or like you're having a dream and you wake up and you felt like you were gonna die.
Okay.
You basically did die in another universe, and your mind got transferred to another body. So that's why, and that's kind of like, it ties in a little bit of the Mandela effect. Yeah, it ties in a little bit of the Mandela effect.
I never understood the Mandela effect.
How? It makes perfect sense.
I don't know. Maybe I think I was trying to understand it when I was too young and I didn't get it, so I just gave up.
It's basically where a group of people remember something happening, but it
So
actually
it's like
didn't
deja
happen.
vu?
No, deja vu is when you think of something before it happens. Deja vu is like, I
I
had
know
a
what
dream this
deja
would
vu
happen, and
is.
then it
Like,
happens.
you're like sitting there and like, wait, deja vu. Like, you already imagined it happening.
Yeah,
And then it happened.
it's not the same thing.
So the Mandela effect is...
So the reason why Mandela was a guy, they named it after him. So everybody remember him dying. I think it was, they remember him dying some sort of way. Like, I think it was like he got killed or something. But then actually he was in prison. Like a large, like thousands of people remember him dying, like getting shot or something like tragic. And then it turns out he died in prison like years later. Like he never got killed, and everybody remembered it. And then everybody started thinking about it. Like there's a lot of things like, I think like one of them is like Fruit Loops. Like Fruit Loops isn't spelled how you think it's spelled. Everybody knows it.
Isn't it L-O-O-P-S?
I don't know how to spell, but I'm just saying like there's like different things that everybody remembers.
Alberto doesn't
Also
know how to spell.
Pikachu doesn't have a Are you even into Pokemon? I'm not really.
No.
But there's just a lot of like little things. Like I think he's everybody remembers him having like some sort of black mark on his tail. And
Does he
doesn't have
not?
it. No.
Isn't it the lightning thing?
Well, his tail looks like a lightning.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have it.
What is it, full yellow?
Yeah, apparently. Or it might be the opposite.
That is so weird.
There's just so many things that literally large groups of people remember for sure. Like they could put money on it, and it's completely different.
That
So the
is
Mandela
so
effect
weird.
is you think something was like that, but it's not. It's weird. But that's where I kind of tied it into myself, the immortal conscious theory being with the Mandela effect, because let's say theoretically you did die in some sort of alternate planet, and then you got transferred to another one, that you remember something else because it was in another planet, like it was in another Earth. You're getting lost.
So would that piece go into that other person? Because it doesn't make sense if that
What do you mean?
conscious just travels to another universe, because then you would have to start over. Then you would remember that you were in that other universe.
No, you don't. I mean, you died,
Exactly.
and then you woke up, and you think it was just a dream.
Oh, but it was you dying in another...
Yes,
Okay, that makes sense, though. It does.
it does.
It does.
Okay.
No,
good.
it does. It does. It does.
Okay. I mean, that was just a theory.
But the thing that
tied
I
in.
was trying to explain, so it's basically, there's this theory that when you go to sleep, there are days where you dream and there are days where you don't dream.
Okay.
So I don't know the actual word as to what they call it, but I think my mom told me this. She was like, and I believe in it. She believes in it. My whole family believes in it. That when you sleep, your conscious travels to a different place. A
Okay.
calmer place, basically. It's like a spiritual thing, like I was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't remember it when you wake up. Your mind is your conscious speaks to other people, to other consciousness. How do you say that? Consciousness?
This is
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then basically, like, they talk to them, they make decisions about your life and everything. And then when you wake up, that's why you have days where you remember dreaming, or where you don't dream and you're like, oh, there was nothing, it was just black. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
There are
like when
nights-
you wake up and it's almost like you didn't dream, like you just close your eyes and wake
That's
up.
what I'm saying. So that's what happens. That's what I believe in.
So you
That
think there's a
on the nights-
council?
No, not even a council. It's just like your conscious just travels to a different place.
But where is the other place?
That's
like,
the thing.
What is the
No
other
one knows
place?
because no one can really remember. there's that theory where your conscious goes somewhere else. Regardless, there are theories where they go to different universes, like to the parallel universe, to your different selves and everything like that.
Yeah.
Or you contemplate like your decisions or how you are, and that's why you know how you wake up so inspirational.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You got like wisdom from someone
That's
else.
what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
There's that theory. It hasn't been confirmed because obviously you can't really remember
confirm a theory.
But
though.
it's I believe in it. I think it's real.
I do agree. I think it's very plausible. Plausible. That's a big word. It's a nice
That
word.
is a big word.
Plausible. It's like possible, but like fancy. Or maybe I'm wrong.
Plausible.
Who knows? The moon landing.
Is it real?
No, it is not real.
Good, because I don't think it is either.
Me either. And okay, so tell me why you think it's not real.
I think the only reason that they say that it happened was to win against Russia. Because Russia had claimed that the moon was theirs. You can't claim a moon. I was just telling you this. You can't claim a moon. The moon has been here forever. The moon is a part of Earth. You can't claim it.
I think it was a part of the space race. I mean, we kind of still are, but we kind of like gave up. I'm not gonna lie. It's really that we were in basically a race to just explore the universe, and the moon was the first step. And so they went to the moon. I mean, first off, the photo of actual landing on the moon is fake. The entire thing.
I think it's fake too. I mean, I think it was way too early to be able to get that technology up there for that.
100%. That kind of where it led to. They took it with a film camera, right?
Wait. I think that the main thing that you can see that it's not real was that waving of the flag.
I mean, the entire photo is not real.
Yeah, and the video.
The photo was actually a green screen.
Really?
100%. It had to be.
Has that been like confirmed? Like 100% confirmed?
There's a fact that leads into it. It's impossible that they would have taken a film camera up there, because if you know how film cameras work, being not in Earth's atmosphere, the film camera wouldn't even be able to work. So if it was on the moon, as they say, the camera would have not the cameras that they had back then would not have been able to work on the moon.
I think And have you seen the video though?
Yes. And the video, you know what happened to the actual original video, right?
What?
It was on a tape, like, or whatever the hell it was. It actually got written over by a movie. Like, they ran out, they had a shortage of tapes, so they, like, wrote over the tape. The original tape they wrote over with, like, another movie or a document.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. So why, if it was such an important video...
I don't think it's real. I don't think
it's not real. At all.
I don't think it's real.
I'm saying it's so bad. My information came out really bad.
No.
The way Joe Rogan explained it was amazing.
No. But I don't even think it's real because how it's like the technology that we had at that time wasn't as
advanced
as we have now. It's not even.
That's so uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
Ryan doesn't like ASMR.
No, dude. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. Somebody just.
I need it to sleep.
No, I think sounds. Like, not sounds, like, there's, like, ones of, like, like, kinetic sand.
The tingles thing?
Like,
it's the tingles.
What?
A lot of the ASMRs are called, like, the tingles.
The tingles?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's to help you fall asleep faster.
No. Speaking
Whatever.
ASMR is very uncomfortable. It's just...
He says no to speaking ASMR. I disagree.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird activities, man.
Wait, can we talk about the asylum? Because now I want to talk about it.
Go ahead.
All right, so can I say what you were telling me, though? On how you want to go?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I kind of already said it already, like, before. But
Okay, but...
I definitely want to make vlogs. And
he wants to make vlogs, right?
Yeah. You're right.
And so I told him, I was like, the one place that I really want to go to is, like, the mental asylums. Not the modern ones.
Right.
The really, really old ones.
Explain them. What is an old asylum?
It's like in those the brick mental asylum buildings that they would have, the underground labs and everything where everything would go and they wouldn't really tell the government or everybody else.
Experiment on the people and shit.
So I've always wanted to go to those, but I saw this thing on Instagram a couple days ago where the last one was taken down. Mm-hmm. Like it was knocked down in order for, a construction. Yeah. And it was sad because I've always been wanting to go there. I mean, the mental asylums, like, okay,
I've always been wanting to go there.
Yeah, because I want to go, I feel like that's really interesting, but it's really sad at the same time.
Yeah.
Because back then, if you even had one thing of schizophrenia, if you were schizophrenic and you showed symptoms, your family would just ship you off.
Really? That's
They wouldn't even help you because you were...
There was no medication?
No, because that's like no one knew how to handle it. No one knew how to... They knew how to diagnose it. Like, it's the same thing with... Wait, this is totally off topic. But you know how HIV started?
It's not off topic.
But you know how HIV started?
No.
Like, everyone was scared. They didn't know how to handle it. Everyone thought HIV was contagious. Everyone thought that if you had HIV, like, people were dying from HIV because there was no medication. Now, you can even have kids with HIV.
Yeah.
Like, there are medication that you can have, that you can be taking, and your HIV won't be contagious. You can get pregnant.
HIV is contagious.
It's not. But, like, if you're pregnant, your HIV can be passed on to your baby.
Yeah, I know
There's
that.
medication that can prevent that. There's medication that if you have... You know how with HIV, if you have sexual intercourse without protection, it'll be transmitted?
Yes.
There's medication that can stop that.
What?
Yes. If you if you take your medication like consistent and if you're on top of it, there's medication that can help your sex like STD from being contagious through sexual intercourse.
Unprotected sexual intercourse.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
now,
sure?
before there wasn't. Yes. Before there wasn't. Just like it's the same thing with pregnancies. So many moms would abort their children early on because they had HIV and they were so scared that their baby would be born with HIV. There's medication to prevent that from happening.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. That's
like an actual thing.
It's the evolution.
Now
of
parents,
technology.
now moms that have HIV, they can have kids, and
without HIV.
being scared that their children will be born with the STD. Sorry.
The more you know.
Literally. Oh, wait. So what was I going to say? So before, you know how everyone was scared of like STDs and of mental illnesses. They didn't know what to do with them. So if your child were to show early symptoms of a mental illness, they would just ship you off because you were seen as a disgrace.
Oh, wow.
They would keep you away. They would send you away to mental institutions, and they wouldn't even visit you. I mean, there are documentaries that I've seen, and they wouldn't even visit you. So it's like, how was that family going to know that all these experiments were being held and happening to their children or their relatives?
Who was doing these experiments, though?
The people who worked at the mental asylums.
But were they for the government? Like,
no, it was they were
fucking around.
They were fucked in the head. They had something wrong in their head. They were scientists, I guess, or doctors that they wanted to experiment on human beings. And some of them would get thrills out of them. Some of them would do it for fun. And some of them would do it just to prove a theory that they had. You know when I got really into mental asylums? AHS, American Horror Story.
I've watched the first season.
Murder House?
Yes.
I feel like that's a terrible season to start off.
Dude, it's like...
But it's like, you know the story with Tate and Violet?
No.
The guy and the girl?
Are you talking about the season?
Yeah, the first season, the guy and the girl,
yeah.
You know how he's dead? Mm-hmm. I feel like that's the best season that their story begins in. Because the thing that I like about AHS most is that he uses the same actors and along the same storylines.
I don't know.
Like Tate and Violet are in love in every season that they're in.
So you've watched the entire thing?
Except for the last 2 seasons. I didn't like the hotel.
What is it called? Hotel Horror? Something
yeah,
like that?
I did not like that. It made me a little uncomfortable. That's the one with Lady Gaga. Go Gaga.
She owns Polaroid.
I didn't know that. No, wait.
So
didn't
weird.
Kanye?
Huh?
Like, there's that one thing. It's like, look at Gaga. What does she know about pictures?
Basically, what's going to happen is there's product here. And this is where you end up, right here. If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product. Because look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
I don't even like Kanye. I don't even like Kanye.
No.
I don't even like Kanye.
I'll be like, so.
You know those TikToks where it was like the cosplay things? It'd be like, hey.
Oh my. Oh.
You remember?
Oh, I do remember that.
Bro, I do it to my little brother just to make fun of him. I'd be like, hi.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. You might have to leave for that. Like,
Wait, you can't put that in there.
I am gonna put that in. Dude, that's weird. No. Oh,
My
man.
little brother's gonna watch it and be like, Bella, you did not. What do you mean you don't like buns?
Oh,
You don't like,
hair buns.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, that shit is gross.
How?
I'm talking, a lot of people actually ask me that question.
Yeah.
There's a specific bun that I don't like.
Which is?
The bun that's like super tight, strapped
and
directly
it's like
on the
right
top.
on top?
Yes, that shit looks disgusting.
Why? Because I was watching this with my friend Jalen. Shout out to Jalen.
The podcast?
Yeah.
Hey!
And we were watching it in the car. And then you were like, buns. Like, you don't like hair buns. And we were like, what?
Dude, they're just like completely like, it's unattractive.
Says Ryan. 'Cause
Says
he's
the world.
him.
Whoa. That seemed passive aggressive.
No, it's just sarcastic.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking. Anyways, yeah, no. Buns is disgusting. It's just not it. Definitely.
So why would you want to slick your hair back if you don't like other girls wearing their hair
Is it a
slicked
bun?
back? No, but it's their slicking back.
Is it a bun?
Why? You don't like the whole bald-headed egg look? Is that why?
That's exactly why. What is so wrong with that?
Nothing.
I think, like, you have your hair out right there. Or right now.
Okay.
If your hair was in a bun, I would be like, okay, her hair's in a bun.
Damn, Shake, you would have roasted the fuck out of me. You would have been like, Bella.
Like if a girl comes on this podcast with a bun, like, I don't know, like, I might have to be like, yo, you might have to just step out of here. Like, I don't know. Like, this is a no bun zone.
Oh my God, you should have a sign. No bun zone.
No buns. With a Z. No buns.
Literally. Why do you keep looking at the camera?
Time travel.
Time travel. Is it real? I've been literally every time you say something, I'm like, is it real?
I know. It's good, though. It's a good way to, like, spice it up. Anyways, yeah. Time travel, it's not real yet. I don't think so.
You don't think it's real?
No. But I do think, it's evidently going to become real at some point.
I've never really looked into time travel like that, but I feel like there are things. Wait, you know glitch in the Matrix?
Were you talking about, like
a glitch in the Matrix.
like a glitch in, like, the
Here in
simulation?
real world.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait. Simulations. Do you think we're in a simulation?
Maybe. It's like half and half for me, because it's like a lot of me wants to say no, but then also it's like, yeah, definitely.
Really? I think we're in a simulation.
Actually?
100%. I think every little thing, like there have been things caught on camera and it's a glitch in the Matrix.
I have a glitch, actually, an experienced glitch, which I experienced it with multiple people.
Which
I swear, and I promise you, like, Janalia, I'm pretty sure it's Janalia, Jeremy, Jaio, Marcus, and my brother. We're all in a car. We're driving home. We're going on one of our adventures. Like, I don't know. We were just out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
I promise you, like, and we all swore it because we all saw it at the same time. There was a plane, like, flying over us. No joke. It was, like, and it wasn't, like, high in the air. Like, it was almost, like, I want to say less than a football field away. It was literally stuck in one place. It's in the air.
And it just stopped?
It
Like
literally,
wasn't
it
moving?
was not moving.
And you all saw this?
Dude, I think it was my brother that pointed it out. He was like, bro, that plane's not moving. We looked, and it's literally not moving. And it wasn't like a statue. It wasn't, like, there was no way, like, it actually made no sense. We looked, and it was, like, just stuck in one place. Like, it was not flying. It was just one place. And we were like, bro, it's a glitch in the simulation.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I
It
think
was
that's-
weird.
I think being able to catch or experience a glitch in the Matrix is really cool.
But we didn't record it. That's the most upsetting, because I think by the time I was trying to take out my
you
camera,
lying?
I swear, on everything,
Are you
bro.
lying?
Why would I lie about this?
You never know.
Look at me dead in the eye. Tell me, do you think I'm lying?
I don't know. I can't really tell. Why are you opening up your eyes?
I'm
He's
not
like,
lying, bro. When I lie, I actually laugh. Like, that's my biggest giveaway.
I
when I'm
can't
lying.
lie either because of that. That's
I
how
laugh.
my mom catches me. Shout out to my mother.
Yeah.
That's how she catches me lying every single time. I'd be like, no.
I'd start
I'd
laughing.
be like, no.
That's the biggest thing, bro. The worst part is when when I'm talking to, like, my guy friends, they're like, oh, do you think she's
His
cute? And I'm like,
homies.
no. What?
The homies. You speak to the homies. You be laughing when you're lying? Is that it? Don't make it awkward. He's making it awkward.
No. Do I laugh when I lie? Of course. That's my biggest giveaway. Because I don't lie a lot. I rarely lie. I try to stay as honest as possible. So, like, when I do
You gotta
lie, it's
deny,
very
deny,
honest, though.
deny. Deny, deny, deny.
So you're telling me to lie?
No, I'm not condoning it. I'm not. Fuck, what's the word?
Condemning?
No. What?
Condemning is actually the word.
No.
Condoning?
Condoning.
Condemn. I don't know.
Condoning is like,
I don't allow it.
like letting it happen.
It's condemning.
No, it's condoning. No, it's not.
Condone. I don't know. I have arthritis, so, you know.
You have what?
Arthritis.
Your bones hurt?
It was a joke.
Told you, making it happen. And it's the same thing as condoning in a way. So I guess we're not both dumb.
We're both right.
In a way.
Yeah.
But not in the same way. Anyways, all right.
Time travel. So my prediction. All right. So I actually have two things to say on time travel.
We've been
Everywhere.
We've been everywhere this whole podcast.
But I think that's good. That means that our
It hasn't
neurons
been
are
like-
firing.
And I keep...
You keep on.
I was like... Okay, Why did you just slick your hair back like that? Wait, can you flip it? You can flip it.
Wait, why? Is this a problem?
No. You know like how when you're in the movies, guys are like running and then they go...
They're
or
like-
the girls. Or both. And they'd be like... and
Yeah.
their hair just,
Yeah.
Same thing.
I do
you
that
just
sometimes.
flip it.
What do you
That should be like your
like-
thing. Like
I
every
flip
time
it all
you
the
say...
time.
No, but like when you first say hi, you'll be like...
Hey.
Hey. The unspoken risk.
But is that unspoken? I feel like I look like a fucking corn dog.
Unspoken risk. Like walk up to a girl, probably be like, "Hey, flip your hair."
No.
Yes.
No.
That would work.
My
That would get
unspoken
you
risk
some
is
bitches.
no, bro. Bro, I look like a corn dog. I'm like, hey. They're gonna be like, who the f- is that?
You know who you remind me of? Your setup is literally so cool.
Thank you.
You're not welcome.
What?
Anyways.
What the f- was that?
Anyways. So, Ryan Alberto. I feel like no one asks you questions. You just ask them
Okay,
questions.
you want to ask me questions? Go ahead.
So you have a dog.
I do
What's
have a
the
dog.
dog's name?
Goldie. She's a Shiba Inu.
A Goldie. Ooh, her name's Goldie?
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Oh, wait, that's actually so cute. You should bring Goldie on one day.
She was on the podcast a few times.
Really?
Yeah, the one with Brendan. She like popped up and jumped on the couch a few times.
That's adorable.
Yeah, that was upstairs.
So you're a sophomore. Do you play any sports, Ryan?
I play basketball right now, but I used to play baseball and football too.
What position for baseball?
Baseball, I think I played like third base and like outfield. Like I was like,
A few moments later.
cool bean.
Instead of giving me like a...
Like,
and
hey,
being a
Bells.
total dick about it.
It's not being a dick. It's just, I just gotta, keep the sanction.
Now I'm trying not to curl my toes. Like, how do you... No. No.
You are.
No, just don't look right at them.
Sorry.
I don't have ugly toes. I actually
I like the ring though. Ring's cool.
2,000 years later.
Time travel is interesting. Two things. Time travel it's kind of a weird concept, but once time travel is invented, everybody always says, oh, where would you go if you could time travel? I mean, it's just a question, but if time travel really did exist, that would be impossible. You can only travel within the time travel existed. So as soon as time travel is invented, you can travel to any single period of time before, like after then. So let's say
What
time
do you
travel
mean? Like, you can't go to the future?
backwards. You
can't
can.
go
You
to the
can only
past?
go to the future.
You can't go to the
No,
past?
because time travel didn't exist then. The way time travel would
That's
theoretically
such bullshit,
work.
but the whole point of time travel is to go anywhere at any time.
Yeah, but that's not how it would work.
You can't really put
logically.
rules into time travel, can you?
Not really, but it would. The
I
only
wonder if
way
it
that
would be like
logically
the
would work.
movies. Like if you go into the past, you can't see yourself because then there'd be like a
Consequences.
yeah, there'd be like a bust in the simulation.
Everybody would. I think one of you would die.
That's what I'm saying. No, both of
Instantaneously.
you would die.
Instantaneous. So you'd be right before like existence.
Yeah. Memories and everything.
Oh, going with that. If time travel did exist, basically, like, you know how time is really the only most stable, like, it's the most stable way to measure things. If time travel did exist, that would completely go out the window.
You think so?
Yes, because then, like, you can't measure anything. I'm saying it really weird.
You are saying it really weird.
One day someone's going to invent a time machine, and that when they invent a time machine, all time ceases to become linear. So you think if you have a time machine, well, I'll just go back to the time where they were making the pyramids and I'll watch them do it. That's not what it works like. What he was saying, you can't travel where there are no roads. So once a road gets built, then you can travel. So once a time machine gets invented, then anyone from the invention of the time machine forward to forever can come back to that moment and can go to any point in time from that moment to the end of time. So all time ceases to be linear. So there's no like tomorrow will be Wednesday and the next day will be Thursday. No. It's everything happens everywhere all at once. So people can travel back and forth through time. You can never own anything because someone could just travel through time and take it away from you when you weren't looking. Like as time travel gets more and more sophisticated, you can go back and forth in time while you're talking to people.
Do you believe in a higher power?
I'm not religious at all, but I do think there's something
Up there.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Because you know how there's different religions?
Yes.
I believe it's all the same thing in the end.
Is it?
It's just different religions interpret a god in different ways.
So do you think it's the same God though? Or do you think it's different gods?
I think it is. I think, so we were talking about earlier about the aliens. The aliens might be a higher power. There might be a Jesus Christ.
They could.
There might be a God, because you know how Jesus is the God's son and whatever. You know how there's a Buddha.
Whoa, I kind of never, hold on, to kind of go
Is
into
Jesus not God's kid?
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, is Jesus an alien?
No, I'm just saying. No,
I'm not.
God.
I'm not saying that's wrong.
No,
I'm saying that could be a possibility.
No, I'm saying that there's a higher power, but I don't know. I don't believe in a certain higher power. I think that a Buddha, there might be a Buddha. There might be a God. There might be a Jesus. There might be angels roaming around in heaven.
Okay.
Just like there might be a devil roaming around in like a fiery hell. I don't know. But I think there's something more. I think I have faith in something more. Because if you have zero faith in something, I feel like it's going to take you nowhere. But I'm not religious or anything. Like,
so
God.
Is there a difference between like being spiritual and being religious? Because a lot of people say I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious.
I think there's a difference, but it all comes down to the same thing.
So are you spiritual?
I think I'm more spiritual than I am religious.
Okay. So you do you think after, let's say after death?
There's something more? Yeah. I believe in an afterlife.
Really?
I do. I believe in a reincarnation, but in a different world. I believe, okay, wait. So my theory is every time that you die, you go to a different level. So I believe in this world to be a certain level.
Hold
and
on.
when you die, you reincarnate somewhere else. In a different lifetime.
A higher or lower level?
In a higher one. Or in a lower one, depending on how you lead your life. Wow. That's what I believe in.
And what is this theory called? Is this something
An
you made
afterlife.
up or something you've heard?
No, it's something I've heard. And it's something that I've believed in for many, many years. In an afterlife and reincarnation. I don't think that we just stay here. Because a lot of people think reincarnation as into like an animal or something, right? Mm. I think that may be true. I don't judge other people's theories on an afterlife or in a reincarnation. Just that I believe that reincarnation is real in an afterlife, but not here.
Okay.
That we move up or we move down. It's weird.
I've actually never heard that.
Yeah, it's weird. It might sound weird, and a lot of people may not agree with it, but that's what I think, and that's what I believe. I strongly believe in that.
Wow. No, I've actually never heard that. Nothing like that. That's actually it's really good to think about it like that, because you're not necessarily there's a hell or a heaven. Yeah. It's that you get reincarnated and you go up a level or down a level.
Yeah, depending on how you lead your life.
And okay, using that theory, let's say you keep on living a bad life over and over and over. Is there an end to it, or it just
Depending
continue
on
going
what do
down?
you mean by bad?
Let's say like you lead your life and then you let's say you were bad and you go down a level.
Bad how?
I mean, how would you go down a level in
Like
terms of
if you're a
reincarnation?
terrible person,
Exactly.
if you, because you know some people say people who abuse drugs, right? They're terrible people. I don't think so.
So then it goes up to perspective on
Yeah,
what you think is a bad person.
exactly.
Or not. So who decides?
No one. I feel like your own conscience decides.
So
Once you
what?
die and you reincarnate either up or down. Because I don't think, you know how a God decides if you go to heaven or hell? And they accept you into the hell or they accept you into the heaven?
Yeah.
I don't think that that's right. I think, for example, a lot of people, this is so all over the place. But you know how so many people have different perspectives or different opinions on people who abuse drugs?
Yes.
And they say it's a choice. Sometimes it's not always a choice.
Are you talking about like addiction?
Yeah. I'm talking about
But was it your choice to start?
I feel like people, when they start, are in a state where they just see.
They need to get an escape.
Yeah. I feel like we shouldn't judge them.
Oh, let's talk about this.
What?
Kind of the skirt thing and all that.
Yeah.
We talked about that off camera.
So, men,
Exciting thing.
please be, well, boys, males. This
Why?
goes to all of the male species. Please be in touch, or please be somewhat in touch with your feminine side.
And why do you say that?
Because there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
100%.
I feel like so many guys are so embarrassed because of that. Like I said before, I was just telling him, actually. There's so many guys that don't like the whole painting nails thing, don't like the whole liking certain colors because it's off. Turned off.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So we were getting into, what were we talking about?
I don't even remember.
I don't even know.
We're talking about
Wait, this is going to be in it. Ready? This podcast has been all over the place. I just want to excuse me and Ryan's
impulsive thinking.
word.
But I think it's interesting. If you guys stay to the end to watch, I think you guys have had a good time listening to what we have to say. So, I don't want to hear complaints.
Me either. Don't even know. Oh, wait. One last thing that I wanted to talk about. We're going to touch the topic of Ryan's TikToks. No. I'd have to say, in my opinion, I feel like your TikToks are pretty cringy. I'm very sad. This is why I'm going to ask, are you okay?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to ignore that question. We're going to let him figure it out, and maybe he'll get better with time. But the cringy TikToks, I mean, I feel like they're doing pretty good, though.
They get views.
They do get views.
Yeah. I think it's my face.
I think it's the face, too. I feel like he gives low-key sad thirst traps.
Sad thirst traps?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sad, but I look good?
Yeah.
So does that count as a thirst trap, though?
A very sad thirst trap.
It's like...
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think they're cringy. I just had to talk about it, and I had to ask you
don't think it's
regarding the
cringy.
topic. You don't think it's cringy because they're your TikToks.
Exactly.
Wait. Can you
Spread the
actually
love.
please put... Can you add videos into this?
Yeah.
So can you please put one of them, and we're going to bring it up. We're going to go onto your TikTok right now. And let's see. I feel like this one's pretty inspirational, though.
All right, you got it. Do you want me to pull that one out?
Yeah.
That one's good, though.
No, I feel like this one's pretty inspirational. He's going to put it up right up here,
Right
wherever.
here. Yeah.
I feel like that one's, no matter how lonely you are, no matter how lonely you feel, never reconnect, sorry.
Dyslexic.
Never reconnect with toxic people.
I think that's a great...
I think that's
I don't think that's
pretty
cringy
inspirational.
Yeah.
Sometimes things have to end for better things to take its place.
That's not cringy.
Ryan's
Come
words
on.
of wisdom.
Somebody said that.
What?
Somebody commented that.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. Yeah, somebody
He
was
just
like,
wants love. I don't know, girls, hit him up. That's all he wants, just love.
I just want a girl that's gonna take care of me, and love me for who I am.
I don't know. You're pretty cringy ones, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome for your cringiness.
Thanks. I want a girl that loves me for who I am.
He just wants love. Girls, go hit him up. Ryan Alberto. He knows how to have a conversation.
Hey man, I'm interesting.
And he makes podcasts.
Hey.
Yeah.
What? Hold on. What was that? Just...
It's like you.
Oh, I didn't see the other hand.
Yeah, like girls, hit him up. Ryan Alberto. Believe it or not, he's Hispanic too. You gotta add that in there.
I'm Hispanic. I've always been Hispanic.
Ryan doesn't know how to speak Spanish, but he
do.
knows how to translate.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola. You sound like Dora, but a guy version. First I
Diego?
call you... No. First I call you...
So, we have to end the podcast at one point. It is sad. But
It's sad.
we had a really good conversation,
We
honestly.
did. It might have been all over the place, but it was good.
It was good.
Interesting.
And to the guests that have stayed this long, you know it was a good one. And
It's
if you
so
really did enjoy it,
appreciated.
share it. Yeah. It is. It is very appreciated. And so now that we have to close it off, where can they find you online?
Instagram is the best place. Isabella.ona_x. He's going to put it in the description.
Of course, of course.
For sure.
So
sure.
if you guys are dyslexic like us, you guys will be able to spell it down in the description below. If you had to leave the viewer with one thing memorable, what would you leave them with?
Don't think about anything too hard. Why are you looking at it as if you like it? Don't think about anything too hard.
Oh.
Don't think about anything too hard. Let those intrusive thoughts win. Sometimes.
Let them win?
Sometimes. Depends on what they are.
Wait, but isn't that the complete opposite?
No, don't think about anything too hard. The intrusive thoughts is you. Hold up, cut this part out. Intrusive thoughts is like when you're gonna want to do something, but you're like, I can't, because that's too much. It's too crazy.
So then,
Don't think about it too hard.
oh,
Let your intrusive thought win.
okay. I like that. That was really good. Cool.
That was really good.
I get fist pumps when I get excited.
I always give fist bumps.
They're just great.
That's my thing.
Me too.
I don't dab people up. I give fist bumps.
Fist pumps is like, it's more like appreciated.
I give fist bumps and I go like this and then I...
Like always, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos coming out every single week. Remember, we are available to listen and watch on Spotify as well, so you guys should check it out there. And thank you guys for watching. See you guys soon. Peace.
It's you.